Welcome you to another section of the Advanced Digital Marketing Training on acquiring customers online and generating sales for your business. I'm Abraham Tabat, but it's still okay. You call me T-Mac. So today we're going to be looking at something different. We are still in phase one of our training, the blueprint. In previous class, we looked at creating a roadmap, which we discussed the relevance of creating a roadmap for your business, setting out your vision, your core values, goals, target audience, and understanding what milestones to set to really achieve your goals, right? So today we're going to be looking at something different. We're going to be looking at understanding the best practices in digital marketing. You need to know what's working and what not working. In understanding the best practices in digital marketing, to bring you to a place in your business where you begin to invest your time and resources on what works, right? There are a lot of things clamoring for our time out there, and there are a lot of marketing platforms out there, and a lot of social media platforms out there. How do you know what works, and how do you know what to focus your time and your energy in to get better performances with your marketing campaigns? I'm going to be discussing 10 best practices in digital marketing in this video, so follow along with me. All right, so before I proceed, I just want to drop this. I just want to say this. Digital marketing keeps evolving, and what was relevant a decade back might be completely going obsolete now or eroding so fast. So if you've been an active player in the social media and digital marketing cyberspace, you would have discovered these transitions, and it's happening so fast. But you don't need to panic, right? It's good news for you if you are flexible and adapting to these changes. In this video, I'm going to be discussing 10 best practices in digital marketing to up your game, your digital game, and also to improve your digital marketing campaigns, right? If you understand this, it will set you on a different paradigm. It will put you in a better position to know what to invest your time and your resources in. So let's delve deeper. So what's the number one best practice in digital marketing? Let's check it out, right? Focus on the customer, not your product or your service. A lot of us make this mistake, right? Digital marketers, entrepreneurs, we make this mistake. I understand where this mistake comes from. We have invested so much time in building our product, in setting up our business, and a lot is at stake if we don't make sales, right? And it affects our ability to focus on the right stuff, and what happens is your marketing begins to focus on you being able to sell your product. You've seen those ads on social media that are just wanting to sell you stuff. I mean, how do you feel when somebody's just trying to sell you stuff, and it's somebody you've not known before, it's a business you've not known before, and they're just trying to sell you stuff? They just, or people just send you spam emails. I mean, how do you feel? You need to see your target audience as your prospective customers. It's a journey you're taking this target audience. You're taking them from being random people out there, despite they're your potential customers, they're just out there, and you're going to a place where you take them on a journey, a customer journey, from them just being potential customers to actually being customers, right? So if you understand that you need to focus on them, the content you're creating, the way you're engaging with them will change completely differently. It will change. You will now begin to focus on dispensing value. You begin to understand what problems your target audience are going through, or your prospective customers, your potential customers are going through, and you begin to create content and you begin to create value that is targeted to attracting this class of people, right? So let's get this right. Focus on your customer, not your product or your service. I understand you need to make that sale, but change your perspective, focus on the customer, and give him value, exclusive value he would not find elsewhere, and you would be the one who's running to for business. All right, so number two, what's our number two best practice in digital marketing? Create informative, engaging, and compelling content laser targeted for your audience. If you got number one right, you won't have a problem with number two. If your focus is your customer, producing top-notch value to them, your content will change from you just posting ads about your property or your product or your service. If you're, I see a lot of real estate consultants do that. They want to sell that property, or they have a property for lease, and they're just putting pictures everywhere and telling you, this is the price, come and check the property out, and they're getting no clicks at all. How about you positioning yourself as an authority in the niche and begin to create informative and educative content on real estate, on probably telling them, steps to guide you on purchasing your property, or telling them stuff about mortgage, telling them on how to get the best deals in real estate, what's trending in the real estate world. The thing is, when you begin to attract the right target audience to your platforms, and the thing is, you selling to them would be an easy catch. To be an easy catch for you to sell out to the audience you've attracted, because people that will begin to engage with your content, with the valuable content you are creating, are people in that niche or people interested in the products you're about to sell, right? So with time, if they see you, it's all about building trust. It's all about building trust. This whole thing about creating informative content and engaging and compelling content, let's say targeted for your target audience, is that you're thinking about the customer, and you're creating contents that are targeted to those audience. And the thing, what will happen is they will engage those contents because those contents are adding value to their lives, and they're already on your platform, so you can easily sell them, right? That is so easy. So let's proceed, right? So what's our number 3 best practice in digital marketing? I'm going to show you number 3 here, the kind of content you should focus on. It looks like there's a chronological chain, right? Visuals, audios, blogs, graphic, and textual contents, right? People love to engage with people on the other side. So one very good way of interacting with people or really positioning yourself to engage with people is video, right? So just like I'm staying behind this camera and talking with you out there, it's a different thing if I just written a text telling you 10 best practices in digital marketing. Anybody could just go on the internet and scrape different content about 10 best practices in digital marketing and post it out there. You should begin to focus on video content because the social media platforms, search engines are beginning to favor video content more because they understand people are engaging more with video content than textual content and graphic content. So they all have their place. I'm not saying you're going to dump this one and focus on this one, but all I'm just saying is a lot of businesses are doing blogs, they are doing graphic contents on social media, but they're not doing a lot of videos, and you're losing a lot in targeted traffic if you're creating a lot of video contents that are really delivering real value. And the thing is, people get to see who is behind the content, right? They are seeing, and it builds trust. It builds trust with you and your target audience. They now begin to understand your perspective. They begin to see you, yes, as an expert. They begin to see you as a coach they can trust, as somebody they could rely on for valuable contents to guide them in the journey. Whether the journey is, whatever business you are in, you're really taking them to where they get real customer experience, right? So that is what it's all about. So we have audio content. Yes, a lot of you understand. A lot of you know about Alexa, about Jarvis, and artificial intelligence are changing digital marketing itself. So you need to follow up with the trend. You have to start creating podcasts. You need to start creating audio content also, because beside the fact that audio content will also be indexed in the search engines to help this artificial intelligence, to help in improving artificial intelligence and audio search. It's really very important also because if I'm driving my car, I likely will not be watching a video because that would be a crazy thing to do, right? So, but if I'm driving, probably coming back from work, I'm in traffic, I likely would love to listen to a podcast, right, or listen to an audio. So you create different content. As much as you're creating video content that people could watch and engage with, create audio content people could listen to. Sometimes you might not have the luxury of watching a video. You could just plug in your earphones and you're jogging in the morning and probably listen to something inspirational, listen to something about business, about how to improve your sale, about all that. People who love audio content also, they could listen to. And when you create your audio content, you could just add a little bit of good background music on it, or probably some little beat on the background, just like you're listening. There's a little bit of my video background now, and it will help people stay in sync. It's entertaining a little bit as much as they're listening to an audio. And you could really transcribe your articles on your blog. You can transcribe them to audio content and post them on their different platforms. When we get deeper, I'll show you all the platforms you could post your videos on and your audio content on, and I will show you deeper how to do this. So graphic content, blogs are still very important for your search engine optimization. Blogs are like roadmaps leading to your website or your blog, your contents. Blogs are very key in your digital marketing strategy. You need to create consistent blogs. You need to create compelling content that people will engage with, and that brings a lot of targeted traffic to your blog, because a lot of people go on the internet, they go and they open up their browser and they open the search bar. They open up their browsers and they type on the search bar something. So you need to do your keyword research to know what people are searching for and create really good content that would attract targeted traffic to your website or your landing pages, right? So graphic content and textual content, they're still a lot of people are using that right now. You see a lot of people are already using this. What people are now doing more is video and audio. A lot of people are blogging, a lot of people are creating graphic content and adding textual content on them. A lot of people are doing that. So I wouldn't talk more about that, but they're still very key in your content strategy. So let's look at what's our next what's number 4 best practice. Number 4, the marketing platforms I think you should focus on is your website, landing pages, blog, social media, niche website, top competitors platforms, right? And these might be different for your business, right? And when I speak about website, a lot of people just set up a business and they think having a website is not important, and all your strategies is centered around, the ads you're running on Facebook, and all that. The thing is, why are you going to Facebook to pay ads? You're paying ads to Facebook because over the years they have built, an audience for themselves. You're paying them for a segment of that audience that are your target audience, right? So if you're not creating your own website and your landing pages to attract targeted audience from Facebook, all the social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and attracting that targeted audience from those platforms on your social platforms to your website or your landing pages to convert them to your own audience, which you can always reach if you want to reach them. When these people land on your website or your landing pages, most times you will extract information from them. In your landing pages, you could, you could create very strategic ways to get their phone numbers and their emails, like give them something in exchange, or keep giving them value, or they subscribe to your email list. That will make that audience your own audience. So that means if over the years, when you keep creating ads and you're having massive audience come to your platforms and you're getting their data, that metadata can be used. That could be a very big tool for you. If you get to a point where you will grow your own platforms to a place where people can now come to you to run ads, right? And that means if you want to sell now, you literally might not need in a couple of years to go to Facebook anymore. Yeah, you might still be exploring those platforms because you still want to keep upping your game, right? But your sale process will be limited. You bring down your budget for marketing. Why? Because they are now your audience. You can market to them. You can sell them anytime you want, by just a click of a button. You could just send them bulk SMS, or you can sell them bulk emails. Your blogs are still very powerful platforms to focus on, and when you're looking at your blogs, you're creating content, consistently creating content, right? And those are some marketing platforms I think you should focus on, and social media. And yes, you still focus on social media because that's where people are at right now. Your target audience are hanging on social media. You need to know, depending on what business you're running. For some of you, most of your target audience might be on Facebook. For some of you, most of your target audience might likely be on LinkedIn. So you need to understand what kind of business you're running. That's why in the first phase we're discussing, creating a roadmap, and we said you need to understand where your target audience are. So if you understand where your target audience are, it will help you in creating the right content to reach out to that audience. So that will make things very easy for you. And some of the platforms also you should focus on is video platforms like Vimeo and YouTube, and there are a lot of other video platforms out there. When you create your content, you should get to share those contents on those platforms. So niche websites. All right, so you're getting into a business, you need to know there are specific. For instance, if I was getting into the health and fitness business, there are niche websites where my target audience are congregating. I will go on those platforms, go to those niche websites, create an account, and begin to create value. When you're creating value, people begin to see an authority on those niche websites, and they begin to want to know more about what you're doing. And most times, and that will lead to your landing pages, and or maybe that will even land you sales, right? You need to learn how to research on niche websites where your target audience are hanging out. Jump on those platforms, dispense value, engage with people. The outcome is you begin to attract leads and attract potential customers and generate sales for your business. Top competitors platforms, like you have competitors already, so that's where you need to do competitive analysis. When you begin to analyze on your competitors, you're going into a new business. Let's say you're just starting out, or you've been in business. You need to understand who are the big sharks in that sea you're swimming in, because if you understand them better, they have built a massive audience. Let's say the top 5 big sharks in your industry. you over the years they have built a target audience. They have run a lot of campaigns, they have run a lot of ads, they have attracted a lot of audience on their social media platforms, on their blogs. A lot of people are engaging with their content already. All you need to do is, I'm not saying you're not going to spam them, you're not going to spam them, but if, for instance, I go on social media and I go to my competitor's website that they are maybe the top, the number one competitor in my niche, and I check out their social media platform, maybe their Instagram. Probably they ran an ad, and the ad attracted like just say 50,000 engagements. The thing is, I can begin to engage with the people that engage with those ads. Those people are targeted, because for them to click likes or comment on that content my competitors created, it means those people are potential customers for my own business. So what would I do? I would go on that platform and write very, you know compelling content, like create value on those platforms. And the thing is, people, when people see somebody that is really creative and positive and innovative, they likely would check out your profile. And when they check out your profile, they might like, when they check out your profile, they now see all the things you're doing. They now begin to see the value you're creating on your own profile, the content you're creating, and see what you're all about. So it's all about creating relationships. It's all about building trust. It's all about you being able to engage with people. This thing is, they have not met you before, so you need to you need to build an impression on people. You shouldn't build that impression of you being an intruder or somebody that just wants to spam people with content. You should jump on those platforms and create real value. And the thing is, you'll see good feedback from doing that. So let's jump on to our fifth best practice is, let me say, is always track your marketing campaigns and use analytics data to tweak and improve your marketing results. This is very key. I've been guilty of this, and a lot of you have also been guilty of this. If you've been running a lot of social media campaigns or marketing campaigns, the thing, especially on social media, most times you run an ad or you boost the post, and the post likely reaches, like say, 10,000 people, and let's just say 1,200 people engage with the post, right? The thing is, most time we don't go to engage, we don't track the data, we don't get to analyze the data, we don't get to analyze the data we have generated from running our campaigns. Whether you run a Google AdWords campaign, and you need to analyze that data. What platforms are people engaging with from? The people clicking your ads, I mean, are they more females or males? The people clicking your ads, what's their demographic, what's their age range? You need to know all that. And those analytics softwares like the Insights on social media, on Facebook, they provide you analytics data. And like, for instance, if you create an ad on Facebook or you boost a post on Facebook, everybody that engaged with that ad, you can actually go and invite them to your page or engage with them personally, right? But we don't have enough time to do that, and we have automation tools, and I'm going to show you how to automate all that. A lot of people that engage with your content, you could create, you could set up your automation tool, and it goes and engages with them. Somebody just saw the ad and it just liked it. That is all. And you're very impressed about the fact that, wow, my ad reached 10,000 people, 2,000 people engaged with my ads. But the thing is, you're not engaging with them. You need to personally go and begin to engage with those 2,000 people that engage with your ads. Engage with them, create content that engages with them, like, hi, begin with a conversation. So you might not have the time to begin to engage with 2,000 people, but the truth is, when you begin to follow up on them, for instance, now you could probably use an automation tool that sends them a message, right? Maybe sends them using Facebook Messenger, sends them a message and probably just telling them, hi, you clicked our ad, we saw, okay, hope you're having a great time. Just start up a conversation. Some will engage with you back, some will begin to engage with you. And it's very good these days with artificial intelligence. You could set up chatbots that would enable you engage with your target audience. In the course of this training, I'm going to show you how to set up chatbots, how to automate your engagement process. It's still something you would want to still do personally. Like, for instance, if I want to engage with you personally and you click my ads, what would I do first? The first thing I would do, first of all, is I would click your profile and check out what interests you have, what you've done, and so maybe if you've created some content, cool content, I would begin on that note. I'll start my conversation. Wow, I checked up your profile. I stumbled on your profile, and your profile looks cool. And I just said I should reach out to you. And I saw your content you created about sports and fitness. That was really very awesome. And cool, man. Keep up doing the good work. And I hope to be engaging more with you. I'm looking forward to connect with you. Somebody sees that kind of content. It's not spam. It's not somebody just saying hi. I mean, it's not somebody just saying come and like my page, come and buy my product. No, you're engaging, you're trying to build relationships, and you will begin to build massive audience, or begin to build converting target audience through that medium, through using this medium, right? So let's proceed. So what's our number 6 best practices in digital marketing? Let me see. Number 6: collaborate and network with influencers and industry experts. And the truth is, you can't do everything on your own. And there are people already ahead of you. There are people that already have a good target audience. They already have pulled an audience, and it's really good if you have a strategy to collaborate and network with influencers and industry experts. For instance, do a video, create a video, or sometimes do a live stream, or do a Google Hangout with experts in your industry. And you could contact them online. You can research influencers online that are attracting the kind of target audience you want to reach out to, and begin to collaborate with them, begin to do stuff with them. The thing is, when you create those content, that content will likely be shared on their own profiles, and that content you've created will attract their target audience to your own platforms. So you need to really know how to collaborate with influencers and experts in your industry. Research on the experts in your industry, and you get to leverage on their success. But the thing is, you can't just reach out to an influencer and just tell them to collaborate with you. You must be doing something worth collaborating with, right? You must have a platform already that is quite except you have a lot of money to spill on the table, right? You could pay influencers a lot of money, and they might even run videos for you. They might even run a campaign for you and all that. But if you don't have that much money to spend on paying influencers and experts in your industry, you can begin by creating a platform, or maybe a video platform, where you create videos, or begin to connect with them online. You could start with a conversation, begin to build a relationship with them online. You could, okay, let me just give you this. Go create a list of 20 influencers in your industry or in your niche, and begin to connect with them. Begin to engage with them and tell them how their content and their platforms are really very awesome. Begin to engage with them, get to know them better, and begin to create an impression where they begin to notice you. Begin to create content where these people, influencers, begin to notice you. And when you begin to do that, they will begin to engage with you. Sometimes you could create a tweet and they retweet them, and that will increase the audience you reach out to. Sometimes you create a post, and because you've been engaging with their posts, and you've been somebody active on their platforms or their profiles, creating comments and all that, when you create those very compelling posts, or keep engaging with them, sometimes they want to engage with the content you're creating, and you could reach out to them at some point and say, okay, fine, I'm doing this. I was wondering if you could help reach out to this. I saw you've been creating content around this, and I'm working on this content. I was wondering if we could collaborate and just do a 5 minutes Google Hangout, so that you could reach out to my audience and really add value to my audience. Yeah, they're also expecting to increase their sphere of influence, right? So some of the influencers out there and industry experts might not just be all about the money, right? They might just be really wanting to add value to another business or add value to another person's life, and that would increase their credit. Just learn how to work with influencers and industry experts. That you leveraging on that would expand your sphere of influence, right? So alright, so what's our number 6 best practice in digital marketing? Our number 6 best practice is formulate a consistent content strategy. I'm guilty of this. I've been guilty of this severally. There are periods where I'm consistently creating content. Then there are periods where I get, drowned in a web project. I'm working on a client's project. I find out I might not be having time to create more content or post on my social media or my blog. But that is a very big mistake. We need to have a strategy. Map out a strategy. If your strategy is create 2 social media contents every day and post on your social media platforms, and create 1 blog or create 3 blog posts every week, you need to create a content strategy that allows you to be consistent in dishing out your content, that allows you to be consistent in promoting your content out there. You need to consistently be creating content and promoting those contents. it's something you need to be doing daily, weekly. You just need to create what works for you. I don't know what's going to be working for you. If every day creating 5 contents every day is going to work with you, fine. If you have that time to create 5 contents. And the thing is, we have very good automating softwares and platforms like Buffer, Hootsuite, a lot of them out there that you can use to automate your content. You could just spend a day and create contents that would be distributed throughout that week on those platforms, right? So you can automate them, and you can automate those contents, and they get sent out in those different dates and times which you were able to set, right? So it's something you need to set out. So it's really very important, right? So what's our number 8 best practice in digital marketing? Number 8 is build a solid team, seek for help where necessary. you know Digital marketing is quite very diverse. In the world of digital marketing, a lot of skills are required, a lot of tools are required, a lot of expertise is required. So you need, let me just give, for instance, for you to really create a successful digital marketing system, you need people that are into content creation. You need people into, the content creators are also different. Those creating your articles, those creating your graphic content, those editing your videos, all those are content creators. And you also need those that are into a lot of skill is required, a lot of tools are required. You need to master a lot of tools. Like, for instance, for me to create this video, I'm using OBS to record my screen, and when I'm done creating this with my screen, when I'm done recording my screen, I need to export the video created, the video recorded. I need to export the video recorded to my Premiere Pro and edit the video there. Then I need to understand how to promote those contents on YouTube, Vimeo, social media platforms, and other third-party websites. I need to understand all that, and the skills and the skill sets required, to really run a successful digital marketing system. It's quite diverse. So it's nice to build a solid team. You need to have a team of people that know how to create landing pages, websites, that know how to really be effective on social media, that are good social media managers. And digital marketing is diverse, so you need to know how to collaborate and build the right team. And the thing is, seek help where necessary. You can't do everything on your own, man. Imagine I can be creating the whole content myself. Probably your business is just starting out. You might be the one learning all the whole skill, how to set the cameras out there, how to use a webcam to record, how to use your screen to record, how to edit the videos, and also how to distribute the videos on social media. You can't do everything yourself. Like, you need to work with other people, and it actually depends where you are in your business. You need to build teams around. You need to build solid teams that would help you execute effective digital marketing strategies, right? So that is very key. So let's go to number 9. What's our number 9 best practice in digital marketing? Our number 9 is establish impeccable credibility and reputation when dealing with your target audience. Is key to your business survival. You can't trade your credibility and your reputation for anything. Don't even trade it for how much money you can make. Don't you ever try that. If you do that, the thing is, one dissatisfied customer can create you real harm. Like real harm. You need to focus on building customer relationship. You need to focus on building trust with your customers or your target audience. You need to focus on building an impeccable reputation and credibility for your business. You position your business, and you position yourself in a place where you're somebody people can trust, and that is a big deal, because you begin to get a lot of referrals. People begin to say, wow, I worked with this guy is straight up to his words. People begin to see you, people begin to trust you for who you are, and it's really very key. If you look at number 9 and number 1, where you focus on the customer and you're focusing on adding value on the customer, and number 9, you're focused on credibility, when dealing with a customer, it's all about focusing on people and not you. You get it? It's all about you making people's lives better. It's all about you bringing people to a place where they're having good experience working with you, and that will build trust, and that will build credibility, and that will build a long-lasting reputation, and where people want to do business with you and want to keep doing business with you, and not just wanting to do business with you. They will be evangelists for your business, and they will literally go out there and say good stuff about your business, and that will attract also a massive audience. And that's the viral marketing strategy. It's a viral marketing strategy to use your target audience and your pool of clients to evangelize your products and your services, and that will not happen when they don't believe in the products and services you're offering. That will not happen when they are not happy with the value, they are not happy with what you're doing or what your business is doing. So focus on that. Number 10, best practice in digital marketing, and that's our last best practice, and that's our last point here. Okay, stay aboard the evolutionary digital spaceship. Just like I said when I began this video, I said digital marketing is evolutionary. Facebook, Google are changing the algorithm. If you can remember when social media all started out, you created content and you see a lot of people engaging with your content, right? And it was like 40% of people that were following you were actually engaging with your content. But now you're having 5,000 followers on Facebook and you create a content and you find out that you just had 10 views. I mean, out of 5,000 people, 10 views. Google are changing the algorithm. You've heard about Panda, you've heard about Penguin, and these things are changing. You need to stay aboard this evolutionary digital spaceship. You need to be ahead. You have to keep learning new stuff. You need to be out there, knowing what's working, understanding the new algorithms. You need to be out there knowing what works and what's not working, and that would help you take your business and really produce better results. You have to keep learning, unlearning, and relearning. It's a big strategy. You need to have that. If not, you will go absolute, you get updated, and you just be a business relegated to the background, right? And your competitors will be having an upper hand when you're losing sales and losing credibility and getting out of business. Man, you don't want to do that. So keep learning, keep unlearning, and keep relearning. And that brings us to the end of this training section, and it was great hanging out with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you in other training sections, and it's been great hanging out with you. All right, so before you sign out, I want you to do us a favor. Just click the subscribe button there and hit the bell notification icon to stay updated on our upcoming videos. We create a lot of videos, tech videos and business related videos, teaching you how to acquire customers online, teaching you how to really use information technology to your advantage. You could also drop in the comment section there if there are videos you want me to create or there are other things you want us to improve on. We really would love to hear from you. So you can also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google Plus, and YouTube at Briscoe. Briscoe is spelled BREEDSKOOL. Alright, so we also have this advanced digital marketing course. It's a masterclass going on now where we literally teach you, everything about digital marketing, teaching you also, all the different aspects of digital marketing, where we literally walk you through the steps of setting up your online platforms, your website, your landing pages, your blogs, how to create your video content, and how to market all your contents on those platforms to attract the right target audience, and and brings you to a place where you begin to generate massive sales for any product or service you're offering. So you can sign in. There's a link below there. You can enroll for the course at www.courses.briscoe.org, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the course, and have a great time and keep upgrading your tech skill. Bye.